Hey everyone, welcome back. And today we have an important question. Okay, so this is a hard level for juniors. Okay, so even for seniors, if you don't think properly, it will be a hard question. So today we'll see how to break this pattern. Okay, so how to create logic, not to create output for this use case. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, you can click on the link above. So please go through all the videos starting from the from the basic reformat. Okay, so I'll just bring the link above. So today, if you see the use case here, 1 2 3 4 5, and for each record, okay, for each record the one is getting transformed into 1, and then 2 is getting transformed into 1 1, and then like that. Okay, so basically 101 pattern, okay, hidden here. Okay, so how to break this one? So I will see. Okay, we'll solve this. Okay, we'll write the code. Okay, so basically no, this one comes for 5 plus. Okay, even for sometimes 3 plus. Okay, so depending on the recruiter. Okay, so see, most of the recruiter they will ask for this pattern matching. Okay, so I mean pattern logic thing. Okay, so number pattern. So a number pattern is very famous. So even Deloitte, Barclays and City, like wherever. Okay, so number pattern is very important. Okay, so basic reformat to the number pattern. So this is important. Okay, so and then concepts would be for this use case. Okay, for this use case they will the concepts included here is basically see, for any see for number pattern. Actually for number pattern you have to understand. Okay, so understand the string functions. Okay, and then basic reformat coding. Okay, that is fine. Okay, and then any other basically all the inbuilt functions, I would say. Okay, so and then logic breaking. Okay, so logic break. Okay, so this one you have to be you have to be ready for this one. Okay, when you are solving this use case, you have to be ready. Okay, because when you are given this use case, you can go and refer the dictionary. Okay, you can go and refer your notebook. Okay, so when you see this use case, you have to know, okay, which of the string functions or which of the inbuilt functions should I use to to settle on this output. Okay, so we'll just guide you through. Okay, so here in this one, since it's a one-to-one, okay, so each record is getting transformed here. Okay, so I'm just going for simple reformat. Okay, so simple reformat will do the job. So interview logic. Okay, so this is the hard thing. Okay, so which some people will find. Okay, some people will find this logic thing. Okay, so this logic, to break this logic. Okay, we will find very hard to break this logic. So we'll solve this one. Here if you think. Okay, so 1 is getting transformed to 1. Okay, so 2 is getting transformed into actually 0 1, and then you have to replace 0 with the 1. Okay, so imagine like that. Okay, see, if you think reverse. Okay, so 1 1 1 0 1 double 0 1 triple 0. Okay, so basically it's forming the triangle pattern here. Okay, so for any number. Okay, so logic would be for any number, it's forming this. Okay, it has that 0 1 pattern. Okay, so first 0 1 pattern first. Okay, for example. Okay, example I tell you for 3, let's say 3. Okay, so here. Okay, so you have 0 0 1. Okay, so after that, after that you have to replace. Okay, see, for 3 you have 0 0 1, and then you have to replace first 0 with 1. Okay, see, this is the initial pattern. Let's say this is the initial pattern. Okay, initial pattern. Okay, and then we have to we have to transform this. Okay, so see, there are like two level of transformations here. One is for this number you have to transform this to here. Okay, to this one, to this pattern, and then from this pattern you have to replace. Okay, you have to write a replace transformation, creating a 1 0 1. Okay, so that means it has to replace only. Okay, so it has to replace only first 0. Okay, so now just think for other number. See, this is my logic. Okay, entry logic. Okay, so now think of for other number. Okay, for other number, let's say 5. Okay, so 5 uh 0 0 0 0 1. Okay, so this is my initial pattern. Okay, and then I'll be doing a replace. Okay, so replace first 0 only. Okay, so what I will do, 1 double triple 0 1. Okay, so we'll find out whether this one is matching with the use case. So 1 triple 0 1, that's it. Okay, so we have cracked the code. Okay, see, you will know this is a simple logic building. So when you build this logic, after this you have the you have to write the code. Okay, see, for example, I would say for converting 3 to 001. Okay, so what is happening here? Okay, find out what is happening. Okay, so how basically zeros are getting padded. Okay, zero pad, and then here what is happening? Okay, so here first here what is happening? So here replace 0. Okay, so 0 replace. Okay, so that's what that's what that's what like is happening. Okay, so basically you have 0 pad and then 0 replace. So these two are the key key core component, okay, for this use case. Okay, key core functions. Okay, so we'll see how to write this one in reformat logic. Okay, so this is a ETL design, just input file and then reformat and then output. Okay, you can take that as a string, or first take that as, if it is a decimal you can just typecast. Okay, so make sure your input DML is a string or decimal, just check that once. Okay, so I'll just straight away write this code. Okay, so reformat and then you have input coming in. Okay, so and then begin. Okay, we are just bringing function, and then here let's take the let's take this number for see here for number 3 you have 3 zeros. Okay, can assume 3 zeros. Okay, for number 5 you have 5 zeros. Okay, basically basically for any number. Okay, so take that number. Okay, first first always first. Okay, let integer. Okay, integer. Okay, integer so 1 or 2. Okay, whatever integer here n. Okay, so here in dot data. Okay, so this is a data column. Okay, 1 2 3 4, that's the data field. So we are taking, for example, this one for first input 1. Okay, so n will be 1, n equal to 1, and then now so we have to we have to convert this 1 to, okay, we have to convert this 1 to let's say uh, pad. Okay, we have to pad that to another one. Okay, for example, if you have 2 here. Okay, for 1 you don't have to pad. Okay, for 2 you have to pad like 0 1. Okay, so you have to pad in a manner that it has a length of 2. Okay, for example, for the n is equal to 1 you don't have to pad anything, just 1. Okay, we'll just write a pad command. Okay, so padding command here. Okay, so let decimal you know here let's say delimiter just putting comma. Okay, so let's say padding. Okay, p. Okay, so I'll just pad. Okay, so here decimal. Okay, so decimal pad. Okay, so here let's say you have 1. Okay, so 1 comma you have n. Okay, so this, okay, this will give you let's say for the second number. Okay, see, for the first input it will be always 1. Okay, let's take for second input. Okay, so for 2, n is equal to 2, here 2 will be there. Okay, so what will happen? Okay, so here for decimal pad. Okay, decimal pad. Okay, so decimal l pad, sorry. Okay, so that's important. Okay, so decimal l pad will make sure it will add leading zeros. Okay, so leading zeros will be added. Okay, so in that case, so you will get 0 1. Okay, so such that your total length is 2. Okay, see, your total length is 2, right? So we have total length is 2, n is equal to 2, and then we have to pad whatever zeros before 1. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so this one 0 1, and then now for n equal to 2, we have 1 1. Okay, so now for the n equal to, we have transformed this n equal to into 0 1, and then now 0 1 into 1 1. Okay, 1 1. So we have to transfer like this. Okay, so for that we have to replace the first 0. Okay, so let me write uh, let me write. Okay, let decimal. Okay, whatever. Okay, so you can take that as a decimal, or okay, or else you can take this decimal string. Okay, see what see typecast. You just typecast, you just like don't forget to typecast. Okay, whether string or decimal. Okay, string, decimal, or whatever. Okay, if you are getting any error, make sure you typecast it. Okay, so I, for now, I just typing the I'm typing this like straight away output. Okay, so out data, and then here I'm going to replace the zeros. Okay, so replace. Okay, so replace first. So here we have inbuilt function. Okay, replace first. Okay, so this one will actually make sure you are replacing the first one. For example, n equal to 3, for that you will be getting 0 0 1. Okay, so this replace first command will make sure it will eliminate only, it will replace only first 0. Okay, so how can we write the code? Okay, replace first, and then here, okay, padding, okay, what are padded? Okay, so padding decimal, okay, 0 0 1 comma. Okay, so what should I know, what should I replace it with? Okay, 0 and then 1. Okay, I think we should add this one. Okay, okay, so this one will actually replace the first 0 only. Okay, so 1 0 1, so these two are same. Okay, so basically you are not touching the second 0. Okay, so first 0 is being replaced here. Okay, so this works for, works for all the numbers. Okay, see, for example, if you put for n is equal to 5, in that case you will have, you know uh, 0 0. Okay, so you will have, this one leading, 4 zeros. Okay, so here you will have 5, right? So one before, 4 zeros will come. So this one will be the, temporary, output, and then after that, final output will be, you have to replace the first 0. Okay, so if you replace that first 0, you will be getting, 1 0 0 1. Okay, so which is the expected, output. Okay, so you just have to, just think of few functions. Okay, few functions, and then remember that. Okay, so because like that will, that will be useful when you crack the code, no use case. Okay, so and then also, like, see, also, like, be strong with the typecast as well. Okay, suppose, see, I'm not considering any string or decimal here. Okay, straight away, for example, straight away I'm just consume as, take it as a string here. Okay, so you guys, like, um, later convert it to string or whatever. Okay, so so you have to be strong with, everything. Okay, so here I'll just give you the string, typecast thing. Okay, so if you are converting, you know string to decimal. Okay, so string, so you can, you can specify the string here. Okay, so string, whatever. Okay, so whatever, 101. Okay, so that will be converted into decimal. Okay, so be strong with, typecasting, and then for this use case we have decimal, decimal helper, and then, replace first. Okay, so this is the, no, simplest, but, the logic thinking is, kind of odd. Okay, so for some people. Okay, so that's why, like, like, always, just try to find out the pattern here. Okay, so 1 0 1, no, 0 0 1, and then, 0 0 0 1, and then, you have 4 zeros 1. Okay, after that you will be replacing the first, no, digit with the 1. Okay, that's it. Okay, you will form this pattern. Okay, triangle pattern. Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's it for today. I'll just, come up with another use case. Okay, so, I'll just see you guys in the next video. Okay, until then, tada, bye bye.